What if everything you've been taught about your soul is incomplete? What if your existence isn't just a spiritual journey, but part of a hidden plan far older than any religion has ever dared to admit? Helena Blavatsky, founder of the Theosophical Society, occultist, initiate, visionary. For many, she represents the hidden bridge connecting the ancient wisdom of the East to the sleeping spirit of the West. She once declared, "There is no religion higher than truth. Yet not all truth has been revealed." Throughout her life, Blavatsky accessed teachings from the Mahatmas, enlightened beings who she claimed reside hidden deep within the Himalayas, guardians of humanity's deepest mysteries. Some of these teachings were shared through her writings. Others remain deliberately hidden until now. In this video, you'll uncover 7 powerful secrets of the soul that, according to esoteric tradition, have never been meant for the common public. These secrets have the power to break your chains of illusion or forever seal your consciousness within them. Be prepared. Once revealed, this truth cannot be unseen. Like this video and subscribe now, because you're about to embark on a spiritual journey few have dared to undertake. And now, let's begin with the first secret. On the surface, most religions say, you have an eternal soul created by God. But Blavatsky reveals something deeper and infinitely more unsettling. According to the esoteric manuscripts of the Eastern Masters, your soul did not begin with your body. It is a fragmented emanation of a universal consciousness, traveling through cosmic cycles for eons. Before it was yours, it was part of something much greater, a sacred, impersonal energy field without name or form. Blavatsky referred to it as Atma Buddhi, the divine spiritual core. Your individualized soul, Manas, is only a projection of that essence. And here's the secret that was hidden from the public. Your soul was not created out of nothing by a higher being. It was condensed from a consciousness that already existed, manifesting through experience, pain, time, and evolution. This means your soul has taken other forms before becoming human. It has existed in other realms of reality, and your current life is just a microscopic point in an immense and mysterious journey. This changes everything. You are not just you. You are the visible tip of a cosmic intelligence that chose to experience separation, so that one day it could remember unity. Do you ever feel like your soul is bigger than your life? Leave your answer in the comments. You might just connect with other souls from the same spiritual field. Have you ever wondered why certain events seem to repeat in your life, as if you're caught in an invisible pattern? Blavatsky taught that karma is not merely a moral idea. It's not just you reap what you sow. It is a precise spiritual equation, a hidden science. According to theosophical teachings, karma is the invisible mathematical force that shapes every detail of your existence, from the people you meet to the obstacles that cross your path. But here is what the world was never allowed to know. Karma begins to act even before you are born. Eastern masters taught that at the end of each life, the soul undergoes a review, not just of actions, but of hidden intentions, silent thoughts, and even the feelings you suppressed. These vibrations create an energetic trail, known by occultists as skandhas, subtle impressions that travel with your soul between incarnations. And this hidden record determines your body, your family, your physical and mental health, your gifts, and your limitations. Like a secret code, karma programs your next life based on the subtle mathematics of the soul. And the most astonishing part? This code is not punitive. It is precise, intelligent, just. Every seemingly random event in your life is aligned with what your soul needs to experience in order to evolve. But here's the deeper secret. Once you awaken to this code, you can begin to reprogram it. Awakened consciousness holds the power to interrupt ancient cycles, redirect patterns, and dissolve karmas that once felt inescapable. Blavatsky warned that self-knowledge is not a spiritual luxury. It is the key to liberation. As long as you don't understand your karma, you are living a script written by your past actions. But when you shine the light of awareness, you begin to write a new destiny. Do you feel like you carry something you can't explain? A pattern, a pain, a cycle that keeps repeating? Comment below. Sometimes just naming the karma begins to dissolve it. What happens at the exact moment the body dies? Most religions offer simplified answers: heaven, hell, final judgment. But to Blavatsky and the Theosophical masters, the post-death reality is far more complex and far more revealing. According to occult teachings, after physical death, the soul does not immediately go to an eternal place. It passes through subtle layers of existence, each with its own unique vibration. These layers are known as lokas in Hindu tradition, or planes of consciousness in Theosophy. But here's the secret. There are invisible realms between one life and the next, where the soul undergoes purification, assimilation, and preparation before reincarnating again. These are not physical places out there. They are states of consciousness that exist alongside our physical world, accessible only when the soul detaches from matter. Blavatsky wrote, "The soul rests in devachan, a kind of inner paradise, where it reaps the subtle fruits of what it once lived." This devachan is not a reward, but a temporary state where the soul absorbs the lessons of the previous life, like one contemplating a deep, symbolic dream. On the other hand, heavier souls, burdened with unresolved emotional energy, may be drawn into Kamaloka, a realm of purification and spiritual confusion. It is not hell, it is a mirror. Everything you were returns before you. Then, after a period that varies according to one's level of consciousness, the soul is pulled once more toward earth. Guided by unresolved karmic threads, it will seek a new body, a new life, a new opportunity. Each rebirth is not the start of a new story, but the continuation of a subtle and invisible one. What the world never knew, and what Blavatsky only hinted at between the lines, is that our reality is just one floor in a vast spiritual building. We live on the ground level, but above us and within us, there are silent halls filled with wisdom, memory, and mystery. Have you ever dreamed of places more real than life itself? Have you ever felt like you were returning somewhere while falling asleep? Share in the comments. These fragments may be echoes from the invisible realms your soul has already crossed. There comes a moment in the soul's journey when it tries to pierce the veil of illusion. When it begins to awaken, something rises to stop it. Helena Blavatsky warned of a hidden presence, often ignored by traditional religions, but feared by all ancient initiates. She called it the guardian of the threshold. This entity is not an external demon, nor a wandering evil spirit from the astral plane. The guardian is the living sum of everything you have not yet integrated. It is formed by your unresolved guilt, your oldest fears, your unspoken desires, the shadows you hide from yourself. It dwells at the inner gates of consciousness and appears whenever you attempt to cross the boundaries of the ego. According to theosophical writings, every human being has a guardian, and the closer you get to truth, the stronger it becomes. This being is projected from your own psychic energy, not to punish you, but to test whether you are truly ready for the light. And here's the revelation the world never knew. There is no enlightenment without facing the guardian. It guards the threshold between the world of form and the higher realms of consciousness. If you try to cross without integrating it, it pulls you back into the illusions of the material world. If you face it directly, it dissolves like mist, because it was never real in the usual sense. It was always a projection of what you refused to see. Blavatsky said that many spiritual seekers break down at this point because they expected light and instead encountered shadow. But here lies the paradox. The shadow is the portal. What you fear most holds the code to your liberation. Is there something within you that you've been avoiding for years? An emotional pattern, a trauma, a part of yourself that feels untouchable? Share if you feel called. You may be standing at the threshold, and the guardian may already be watching. Since childhood, we've been taught to say, "My soul," as if it were a possession, a spiritual inheritance we own. But Grady, what if that idea is just another illusion created by the ego? Helena Blavatsky taught that the soul is not personal property. It is a temporary extension of universal consciousness, a fragment of the all, sent into matter with a specific mission. Listen closely. You do not have a soul. The soul has you. What you call yourself, your personality, your desires, your memories, is just a passing mask. A character in a cosmic drama far greater than you can imagine. In truth, the soul did not come here to serve you. You came here to serve it. And even more, the soul itself is not your final destination. Blavatsky explained that above the individual soul, there exists something far greater, the higher self, or Atma, Buddhi, Manas, the triple divine aspect that connects directly to the Absolute. In this framework, the soul is a vehicle of experience, an instrument used by the divine spark to navigate the illusion of form. You are the messenger, not the message. You are the lamp, not the light. And here is the secret that was kept from the masses. The more you try to own your soul, to bend it to your will, the more you disconnect from it. But the more you surrender, quiet the ego, and listen, the more it reveals your true purpose in this life. This changes everything. Life is no longer about what you want to achieve. It becomes about what your soul came here to fulfill. Do you feel you're living according to your ego's desires or your soul's mission? Comment with sincerity. This may be the beginning of the surrender that transforms your entire journey. Reincarnation is often seen as a gift, a second chance, a way to cleanse karma and evolve spiritually. But what if it's not quite that? Blavatsky wrote in encrypted symbolic language that the soul does not reincarnate randomly. It is magnetically drawn to certain experiences by patterns it cannot break on its own. These patterns are like invisible chains, and the hidden name for this process in esoteric tradition is samsara, the endless cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. But here's what no one tells you. This cycle is not neutral. It was designed to keep consciousness bound to the illusion of form. Each life you live pulls you deeper into desire, attachment, and the fear of loss. And the more you desire, the more you return. Blavatsky taught that reincarnation is a school, but it can also become a prison. And there's more. Most souls reincarnate into the same patterns, the same struggles, the same types of relationships, the same unresolved inner conflicts, because karma does not change on its own. The forgetting between lives is not an accident. It's part of the system. You don't remember who you were. You don't remember what you once promised yourself. So you repeat and repeat and repeat. And here's the secret the world was never meant to know. Reincarnation is only liberating when you awaken within the cycle, when you begin to remember, to observe, to transcend patterns instead of simply reliving them. This is called active consciousness, and it is what breaks the invisible threads of samsara. Do you feel like certain patterns keep repeating in your life, as if you're stuck in an ancient lesson? Comment below. Naming it is the first step toward freeing yourself. Among all spiritual systems, traditions, and rituals, there is one truth that Blavatsky considered so powerful. It should only be shared with the truly prepared. This truth is simple, yet it changes everything. You are not a human being trying to connect to the divine. You are the divine having a human experience. At the heart of your soul, there is a spark, a point of light, invisible to the eyes, indestructible, eternal. It does not belong to this world. Blavatsky called this essence the divine ray, a direct emanation from the absolute source, residing in the innermost core of your being. This spark does not age, does not suffer, and has no form. It watches, waits, remains silent, until the personality with all its dramas finally surrenders. The great secret kept hidden for ages is this: when you quiet everything that is not truly you, the spark speaks, and it speaks without words. It guides you through intuition, synchronicity, and presence. It is the one that led you to this very content. It is the one awakening your longing to return home. When you connect with the spark, karma begins to dissolve. The guardian of the threshold vanishes. The cycles of repetition fall apart. You no longer need to search for truth, because you become it. Blavatsky said that liberation is not a place. It is a state of remembering. Remembering that you were never separate from the source. That is the secret the world never told you. You are the spark. You are the temple. You are the divine presence you were seeking outside yourself. Have you ever felt this spark inside you, even if just for a fleeting moment of silence or deep peace? Share in the comments. Others who feel the same may be watching, and together you may remember even more. You didn't arrive here by accident. Perhaps a part of your soul already knew that these truths were waiting for you. Today, you access teachings that for centuries were reserved only for the initiated. You pierced the veils of forgetting, remembered the origin of your soul, and perhaps for the first time looked directly into the eyes of your own essence. Reflect. Had you ever heard of these 7 secrets? Which one touched your soul the most? Share in the comments. Your voice may help others who are also awakening. And remember, there is no religion higher than truth. H.P. Blavatsky. The truth is alive within you. The spark is lit. Now, walk with it. If this video touched your heart, like it and share it with someone who feels that there's something more. Perhaps they're also ready to awaken. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell, because this journey is only beginning. See you in the next video. Until then, stay awake.